So I was right.
Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, August 26th, 5 a.m. over on the East Coast. And I'm just putting a quick little, hopefully short video just to give you a little heads up to being overconfident or overexposed just because of how yesterday and the past couple of days have gone. Futures fractionally down, 10% over on the ES, 40 points on the NQ, 86 points over on the YM, only down, I don't know what this is, 6, what is it? Yeah, 7 points over on the RTY, fractionally down. Obviously, momentum is starting to shift to the downside. However, NVIDIA is still reporting earnings tomorrow. So, quickly going over this, I will go back here. Again, Friday sent you out that, bears are in big trouble. Talking about the Jackson Hole Friday, we made a fantastic opportunity put into place, taking on those August 22 SPY and QQQ calls. SPY, a lot better than QQQ. Sent you out here yesterday the cheap VIX setups, talking about October 31, SPY, QQQ, and IWM puts. And I sent you out over the weekend the NVIDIA earnings Wednesday, final week of August awareness. If you have any questions about any of these, feel free to send me a message in the chat room. Happy to explain it, go over it to make sure that you're completely on board as to where everything is. So I'm going to bring you to the spreadsheet real quick because here is coming into the last week of August. Started out August, 62.8728. If you remember, we had the major stock market crash. Tick strike running in the background. Hang on. Turn off tick strike there. The big stock market crash of July 31, August 1, 62.8728, the monthly candle. Unless NVIDIA comes out with a major surprise, I see no reason why 62.87 will be threatened. Come over here into what we have been going into now for almost 2 weeks. 2 weeks going back to the middle of OPEX week, August 14th. On Thursday, we closed up 2 points. We've been closing red. Other than there, on that, bears are in trouble. 5 red closes in a row. And we had the Jerome Powell fucking Jackson Hole pump. Green day. But here we are with another red day yesterday. So while you might look over here onto the close column saying, we're closing red, this is bearish. Yeah, well, we ain't going nowhere. And holding in this 64.40, 64.35, that's not bearish. So be careful on your short term how you expose yourself. On the SPX, nothing yesterday. Nothing, no plus 1%, no minus 1%. The Iron Condor worked out perfectly. Today we've got Fire Cook. And I'll just go over this real quick with Donald Trump. Pursuant to my authority under Article 2 of the Constitution of the United States and the Federal Reserve Act of 1913 as amended, you are hereby removed from your position on the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve effective immediately. This went out last night. This is what caused a little bit of the reaction as to, the market starting to make a little bit of a dip last night. This is on accusations of a mortgage. So she replies shortly after that, President Trump purported to fire me for cause when no cause exists under the law, and he has no authority to do so. I will not resign and will continue to work to support the U.S. economy as I have since 2022. And that brings me to a tiny little pause. 1 second for the pause, and it will be with you in 3, 2, 1. Still waiting. Still waiting. And here it is. This is a fake tweet that I put together. I'm signing an executive order today to ban short selling. Thank you for your attention to this matter. I can see this being what they do, as they've done in South Korea, they've done in Turkey, they've done in a number of countries, and they can do this. I can see this being what they do after they go after Jerome Powell, after the FOMC meeting in September, after the very well long expected decline that we are due to get, and at the same time, bring you over here to Truth Social, post that he put out here August 22. The United States is the hottest country anywhere in the world. There is no country that is even close. And just think, 1 year ago we were a dead country, no hope, ever seeing greatness again, blah, 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 blah. So I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I'm not. So I go into Grok. When is it appropriate for the Federal Reserve to lower interest rates? There you go. Economic slowdown or recession. We are the hottest country anywhere in the world. Low inflation or deflation risk. That ain't happening. High unemployment. This is happening. Financial or market stress. Where are we? 50 points from the all-time highs. Global economic weakness. Ain't happening. So, the point being is they're putting Jerome Powell out there to be the scapegoat. I've said this many times. He will be the scapegoat for the market decline, which is well overdue, a healthy decline. But he's the scapegoat, and so is the Fed. And when I talk about here on this ban of short selling, boom, boom, it's also part of Project 2025, where they will eliminate the Federal Reserve, because all you got to do is go onto Truth Social and look through. Oh, no, can't do that because I don't have the account. So we go back to the Donald Trump. And the Donald Trump, and where were the advertisements I was seeing earlier? They're not here anymore. But 10.6 million followers. 10.6 Wow. So, QQQ. Right down to that 569, overnight down to 567. Nothing to go jumping up and down about. IWM, first time in a long time. Open, closed, traded all day, 230s. Haven't had that since, do I go back that far? It was back in late 2013 or 2024. Let's unhide these rows and we go back to the Donald Trump pump. And yeah, back here on December 18th, prior to the FOMC meeting, which was on December 18th, where we lost it. That was the first time you traded up here in the 230s. Still very confident about the trades that I gave out for you over here on the cheap fix setups, October 31, SPY, The ones I set up over here for you on the IWM, talking about Alex. Where is Alex? Alex. Yeah, here. I'll take August 29, IWM 239 puts for under 250, Alex, and got a nice little position on that. So anyway, quickly here, futures, as you see, boom, VIX, we're right up here at 1542 with another big gap, having filled the gap that we created over the weekend, yesterday, and we're up here at 1542. Bears can start to be a little bit more aggressive when you start seeing 1622. Bulls are in big trouble when you start seeing above 1706 if there is momentum that's going to continue up and through that. So that's where your VIX is always going to tell you. And when we come over here, looking just at where we are, just a simple glide down on the Dow Jones all day yesterday. Simple glide down on the IWM, fractionally down into the 230s on the IWM. On the IWM, right off of that March 21 all-time high, 235.38, and still holding above the February 7 highs at 230, which I don't remember what February 7 I'm talking about. But QQQ, right to that 573, bears win, bears lose, and just almost touching 567 overnight on that I'm gonna fire Lisa Cook. So we're stuck. We're stuck over here on the QQQ, or I'm sorry, on the SPX, like we have been for a pretty considerable amount of time, where we're trading here 64. Where is it? 64.20, 64.27, 64.80, 64.40, 64.80. We lose that. We start looking down here, but again, there's no reason to start thinking that we're going to lose that without some kind of major catalyst. However, being bullish and being aggressive, looking for anything up there in that 64.80 ahead of NVIDIA, you're asking for trouble. So enjoy your Tuesday. Enjoy everything about today. Expect another slow session.
I'm curious why steel coils are always placed lying down instead of standing up when trucks are transporting them. There are mainly two key reasons. First of all, if they are placed standing up during transportation, the center of gravity of the steel coils is relatively high, which makes it easier for the whole vehicle to lose balance, and it will also cause wear on the bottom edge of the steel coils. Moreover, when the steel sheets come out of the furnace, the temperature is very high and they are rolled into steel coils, resulting in a large elastic tension inside the steel coils. Once they are worn and deformed, there is a risk of loosening and bursting when placed lying down. The weight is distributed over the entire arc-shaped surface with even stress, which can protect the steel coils from deformation. Secondly, it's about loading and unloading. Lying down, steel coils can be lifted by a hook through the central circular hole. This is convenient and stable. When placed standing up, it's not easy to hang the hook, and it's unstable when lifted, and it might smash the transport vehicle if not careful. In fact, there are special transport vehicles for steel coils. The grooves on the vehicle can firmly hold the steel coils, but this kind of vehicle is not only expensive, but can only carry steel coils. When you see them on the road, be careful to avoid and keep away from them.